Well, welcome to the Coach David Sharpe Show. Welcome, Coach.
Thanks, Perry.
Well, Coach, let's talk a little bit about this past week here with Brownsburg, which is a very, very good football team. I mean, they are very, very talented, and like you said last week, Southeastern, Brownsburg, and Westfield are very good football teams. So.
Yeah, and it kind of starts with Brownsburg with that defensive line. All four of those guys, actually five of those guys, they rotated in. A really good, talented kid too. They really tangle you up, and we knew it was going to be tough to establish our power run game. We had a little success on the ground, but we knew this was going to be a game we might have to throw it a little bit more and utilize some of our different formations. So I was quite proud offensively of how we kind of figured out a few things, and just because we go in shotgun, it's still our offensive line still played tremendously physical, and we were able to figure a few things out. It was good to finally get Parker Bell involved, and he had some big plays along with, Doc Miner being out of shotgun also, and then we're able to throw the ball a little bit, and it's good to have our big freshman Aiden Brewer. We've been working him with the varsity the past few weeks, and he had a big breakout game. We know he's a deep threat, but he runs very nice routes, and I have to give Coach Colin Jasper a ton of credit. He works with Doc and with AB and with all of our our other guys in the Schaffner in the passing game, Blake Widget also, and they spent a ton of time on that, and we made some big plays in the throwing game on Friday night. So that's going to be a big part of our future. All those, our three main pass catchers we feel for our future are Aiden's a freshman, Logan Schaffner's a sophomore, and of course Blake Widget is also a sophomore, and those guys had good games. So offensively, at times we played well, at times we didn't, but that's one of the best defenses in the Midwest, especially the front four. Defensively, it was probably our best game of the year, okay? And the final score said 42 points for the Bulldogs, but that's because we played terribly on special teams. I mean, terribly. And it's incredibly frustrating. We know that the other teams we play, especially Brownsburg, they have a huge speed advantage on us. And when that ball's hanging up in the air on a punt or on a kickoff, it's terrifying because whoever comes down with it is going to be way faster than anybody chasing them. And so they made some huge returns, and we've just got to work on our directional kicks a little bit more, getting downfield just a little bit faster on our special teams, and figuring out a way just to at least have a chance. Because when we lined up and had a chance, we played pretty well, forcing a lot of punts and really making them, or they converted some, put them in some uncomfortable situations, but definitely our D-line, linebacker crew really played tremendously and gave us a fighting chance. And it was fun to play one of the best teams in the state and going back and forth, 28-14, 35-21, trying some onside kicks. Just felt like we had a puncher's chance late in the game, which was a good feeling to come out of. Okay, moral victories. You don't believe in them, but our kids came out of that game feeling a little more confident than they did against HSC, because HSC we did not play well in all three phases of the game. Okay, so it's Tuesday right now. We've had two good practices. We're getting ready for another team that is way faster than us, the Avon Orioles, and they do things a lot differently over there. They're the true wide open run and shoot spread team of the conference. They don't run the ball a whole lot, but they've got a absolute phenom at quarterback, and he's a sophomore, and he's got a cannon, and he's going to be a household name, I'm sure, when he's in college. I'm not sure how his recruiting's going, but he can throw the ball 60, 70, 80 yards in the air. That's not exaggerating, and put it on a rope too. So they're going to go five wides a lot. They have a superstar receiver that's McCrae's got well over 1,000 yards receiving, and he's a Division I player also. A couple other really good receivers, and it's going to be a fast offense, and they're scoring against absolutely everybody. Nobody has shut them down on offense. Now, defensively, they've given up some points, so we're going to have to hold serve. We know that they're going to make a few big plays. We have to limit those big plays, make them line up again, and we know that we're going to have to move the ball offensively. And every game they've been in is somewhat of a shootout, and if it gets to that shootout mentality, we've got to put multiple drives together and hang in there with them. But it should be a fun game on Friday. It's a very unique matchup. The throw-happy team against the run-happy team, and excited to see what happens on Friday.
So basically, a couple questions I have here, Coach. You know, you've mentioned this several times this year, that speed disadvantage. I mean, that's going to be a process for us to get.
It is. We knew this was going to be a disadvantage this offseason. We spent a ton of time focusing. Coach Metter, our strength coach, I was like, get these guys quicker, get them faster. I mean, strength, yes, we had to get stronger too, but we do agility drills every day in the weight room. Speed ladder, footwork drills, sprint drills, run mechanics, whatever we can do, core drills to be a half step faster. And it's going to be another focus on this off season. And it's a hard thing to improve. Okay, it's easy to improve bench press, easy to improve squats and that sort of thing. The speed and the quickness, it's a process, but it can be done. Coach Metter being working at Purdue and at University of Tennessee, he's worked with some phenomenal athletes, and he's gotten them quicker and stronger and faster, and that's exactly what we're trying to do here. We do play a lot of youth in our secondary. You know, our defensive backs are a lot of sophomores out there, and we know they're going to get faster. Everybody improves tremendously from sophomore to junior to senior year, and our speed is coming. Our speed is it's youthful right now, and teams we play, their speed is 18 years old, and our speed is 16 years old, so it's going to get there. It's going to take some time, though.
I see, because those are, important things that I know that we've had disadvantages this year of teams just being quicker and, sometimes I see the strength issue, but the quickness definitely, teams have one or two players on this team
right.
that are just much, much quicker than us.
Right. It makes it's fun to coach against, though. It's like we have to be well aware for Avon, it's number 2. Where is number 2? They'll put them anywhere and everywhere. They can get them the ball in unique ways. And we can't just say, oh, he's faster than us. So, no, it doesn't work that way. We have to take our angles and play team defense, figure out where he's at, and use our leverage to get him down or to create an incomplete pass when they go his way. And it's fun. Coach Sala, Coach Metz, the rest of our defense coaching staff, they're having a blast game planning against this incredibly high-powered, wide-open offense.
Yeah, and this is kind of interesting because this, just like you said, Avon is probably the most wide open of anybody in our conference. So it's going to be another challenge this week.
It's fun going from a different flavor of spread offense. Everybody's got their own unique flavor in the conference, and everybody's just a little different than everybody else. And this is something we haven't quite seen yet. This run and shoot air raid approach.
Coach, what about? I know that the drawing was this week, and it is what it is. And playing sectional here, but this game right now is very, very important to us to play well this Friday.
Oh yeah, we're not worried about our next. We're never worried about our next opponent. Yeah, and that's the truth. That's not just coach speak. That's we're 100% focused on the Orioles.
Anything else, Coach? I mean, it's a big game, but they're all big. Okay, so
no, it's great. Like I said, we got to play against a lot of Division I talent, and our guys did pretty well. We did pretty well. Like, that's not something that everybody in the area can say. So when you play a schedule like this, you get to go against the best players in the Midwest, and we went up against quite a few of them, and we get to go up against a few more of them. And the kids are embracing that. Other schools, they don't get that. And if you're a local school that doesn't have this schedule, you'll just never know what it feels like to go against the best. So it's something that our kids, they're frustrated with the losses, but they know that they're getting better. And they know that when you chop up our films, there's 150 or 160 plays usually. We win a lot of those plays against these good teams. We just don't win quite enough. And sometimes when we win a play, it's a gain of 7. When another team wins a play, it's a gain of 70. And that's where we got to get better at. We have to really make our positive plays go bigger, and our positive plays or the other team's positive plays not go for huge yardage. But we're getting there.
Yeah. And the one thing about it is, and I think people not make an excuse for anything because everyone has injuries and everything, but losing a key player early like Doc, okay, and you know what, this offense was really geared towards him, which most quarterbacks,
right,
the offenses are geared towards him. But I thought, just like you said, I thought he looked a lot better in last Friday's game, and that was kind of probably the game that you kind of wanted to play the entire season until Doc went down.
Right. We knew that we had a special talent in Doc, and he's so smart, and we envisioned our offense being a T and then a hybrid gun wing T look, and we practiced it all off season, and we knew it's going to be clicking going back and forth. But like you said, losing him, and then Blake Widget, another one of our he had injury and quarantine issues, and then Aiden Brewer. Being the freshman, we've been working him back. We wanted him to still win some freshman games, which he did. He has a tremendous freshman season. He probably caught 30 passes in his 4 or 5 games that he played before we brought him over to varsity full time. And with Schaffner's pass catching ability, we knew that it was going to be we would have a lot of fun wrinkles to put in. And then Parker Bell's been injured. He's our pistol back, and he's been banged up all season long with different injuries. So we could never really get it's like we never got the band together, and we finally got them. They're all healthy, and we had some fun on Friday working our supplementary offense, and that's where we see our offense going. We have our base established. We feel really confident that our kids know what they're doing under center and our T, and now we can be our multiple hybrid wing T look that's where the future of our program is gearing towards.
All right, Coach, I appreciate you taking time out. I know that you guys are out here working hard. Today you just came off the field. Now you're in the weight room working more and more on trying to get better every day and every week.
It's not a lack of effort. You go out there in the weight room, they're doing everything they possibly can. It's not a lack of effort. It's just we're just not quite there. We're not quite there, but we'll see. We might be there on Friday.
Absolutely. Well, thanks a lot, Coach. I appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule, and good luck against Avon this week.
Thanks so much, Perry. Go Millers.